Empress, your silence is echoing louder than any words ever could, and it's driving them absolutely crazy. They've grown so accustomed to your energy, your presence, your light, and now, in your absence, they're feeling the weight of that void more than they ever imagined. You were never just someone passing through their life, you were the calm in their chaos, the steady warmth in their uncertainty. Now that you've stepped back, they are left feeling energetically drained, emotionally disoriented, and mentally overwhelmed. Everything around them feels dull, incomplete, and out of sync without you in it. They never realized just how much they relied on your energy, not just for comfort, but as a grounding force in their life. You may not fully realize it, but they are deeply in love with you. And even more than that, they need you. It's not about codependency, but about how naturally your energies aligned, how whole they felt in your presence. This silence between you has made them confront emotions they had long buried or avoided. They are consumed by regret for how they treated you, for the times they failed to show up, for the moments they took you for granted. They now look back and see so clearly the many ways they disappointed you. The weight of that regret is not something they can shrug off, it's something they carry with them every single day. Your absence has shown them the true magnitude of your presence. It's only now, in your silence, that they fully comprehend the value of your love. And though it might hurt to hear, they needed to lose you, at least temporarily, to truly recognize your worth. They want so desperately to tell you, to confess everything that's been building inside, please don't leave me. I'm not okay without you. They are facing so much in their life right now, internally and externally, and your silence only magnifies their struggle. But beneath the chaos and confusion, one truth rings clear in their heart: they don't want to let you go. Something shifted the moment you chose yourself. When you stopped chasing, stopped explaining, and stopped sacrificing your peace to keep the connection alive, they finally saw what had been in front of them all along: your self-worth, your strength, your unmatched energy. For so long, they may have underestimated just how powerful your presence truly was. But now, standing on the outside looking in, they see it all. They see you. And your energy? It's unforgettable. It lingers in their thoughts, in their dreams, in every quiet moment when they wish you were still by their side. You might be wondering why they've been so distant, why they seem to be avoiding you when you expected them to reach out, to fight for you. But the truth is, they're not avoiding you out of indifference. In fact, it's quite the opposite. They are planning, reflecting, strategizing their next move, because they know that when they return, it can't be half-hearted. They want to approach you with intention, with clarity, with the kind of love you deserve. This time, they don't want to mess it up. Their desire for you isn't fleeting, it's overwhelming. They want you so badly it aches. No one else compares. Your energy is rare, divine, even, and it's something they simply can't find in anyone else. Your presence brings them more than just joy, it brings them a sense of peace, of safety, of being truly seen and appreciated. When they were with you, they felt grounded, understood, and deeply loved, perhaps in a way they never had before. That feeling is irreplaceable, and they know it now more than ever. They may not have all the words yet, or the perfect timing, but their heart is pulling them back to you. This silence has been their greatest teacher. It stripped away their ego and forced them to confront what really matters. And what matters, without a doubt, is you. They're realizing that love isn't just about passion and connection, it's about showing up, about choosing someone again and again, especially when it's hard. And right now, they're choosing you. So if you're wondering whether your silence has gone unnoticed, let there be no doubt, it's been felt deeply. It's shifted everything. Your power lies not just in your words, but in your presence, and even more so, in your absence. Your choice to walk away, to focus on yourself, is what finally opened their eyes. And though they may be slow in their return, they are not walking away. They are simply gathering the strength to come back, not just to you, but as the version of themselves you always deserved. Thank you for passing the torch. Thank you for being a source of light, of strength, and of quiet encouragement that I didn't know I needed until it reached me. You inspired me, not just with your words, but with your energy, your presence, your example. You sparked something in me that had been dim for so long, something buried beneath fear, confusion, and the constant noise of the world. You reminded me that the fire was still there, waiting to be rekindled. You gave me a reason to act, to move, to breathe again. There's not a day that goes by where I don't think about how different things would have been if I had missed this moment, this opportunity. It truly feels like fate, like everything in my life, every struggle, every misstep, every detour, has somehow aligned to bring me right here, right now. And even though I spent so long lost in uncertainty, doubting myself and my decisions, this moment feels like perfect timing. It's like puzzle pieces are finally clicking into place. A sense of clarity is beginning to emerge where there was once only fog. For years, my intuition felt broken. I couldn't trust myself. I would go left when my heart whispered right. I would say yes when my soul was screaming no. And deep down, I often knew I was making the wrong choices, not because I was unaware, but because I was trying so hard to be perfect in everyone else's eyes. I wanted to be accepted, loved, validated. I chased that image of perfection, bending and shrinking myself into roles that were never meant for me. I betrayed myself in small ways daily, believing that if I just kept going, if I just pleased enough people, maybe I'd finally feel whole. But the truth is, I wasn't living. I was surviving. And in doing so, I was surrounded by darkness, by pain, regret, guilt, and old wounds that never fully healed. I carried the weight of things that didn't serve me, that drained me, that slowly chipped away at my spirit. And yet I held on, afraid to let go, afraid of the unknown, afraid that maybe this was all I deserved. And then you came into my life. Meeting you felt like something out of a dream, like the universe finally gave me a break, a glimpse of what life could be like if I allowed myself to truly live. From the beginning, it felt like I had found the love of my life, not just in the romantic sense, but in the way your presence brought comfort, healing, and truth. You saw me, really saw me, beneath all the masks I had worn for years. And somehow, instead of judgment, you offered acceptance. Instead of pressure, you offered peace. You became the mirror that reflected not just who I was, but who I had the potential to become. Your words touched me in places I didn't even know were wounded. You brought healing to deep-rooted pain I had long buried. Every time you spoke life into me, it felt like a balm on old scars. Every message you sent, every call you made, became something I looked forward to, like small moments of joy and hope that reminded me I wasn't alone, that I was capable of rising above the darkness. You've helped me realize that it's time to let go, of the past, of the pain, of everything and everyone that doesn't align with my growth. It's time to step away from what has kept me stuck and lean into the freedom that awaits me. I am finally learning that I don't have to carry guilt for choosing myself. I don't have to apologize for needing peace. And most importantly, I don't have to pretend to be okay just to make others comfortable. This journey has been far from easy, but with you beside me, or even simply in my heart, I feel stronger. I feel like I have permission to begin again, this time with intention, with authenticity, and with love guiding the way. I don't take your presence for granted. I don't take your role in my healing lightly. You may not even fully realize the impact you've had, but please know this, you changed my life. You reminded me of who I am beneath all the layers, and for that, I am eternally grateful. So thank you, not just for what you've done, but for who you are. Thank you for showing up, for speaking truth, for holding space, for loving in a way that liberates. Thank you for being the one who handed me the torch when I was stumbling in the dark. I will carry it forward with courage, with purpose, and with a heart wide open. Your partner is currently going through a deeply emotional and painful time, burdened by the weight of their own actions and choices. They acted in a way that directly contradicted what they truly wanted most in their heart. Rather than embracing the love they felt for you, they pushed it away, perhaps out of fear, pride, or unresolved wounds from their past. Now, they are left in the wake of those decisions, drowning in regret and sorrow. There is a heavy, almost unbearable sadness surrounding them, a constant ache that serves as a reminder of the distance that now exists between the two of you. Emotionally, they are in a dark place, and this energy is weighing them down more than they ever anticipated. Despite their actions, or maybe because of them, your partner has become deeply obsessed with you. Thoughts of you consume their mind. They replay moments shared with you over and over, longing for the connection they once had. This obsession doesn't stem from a place of control or unhealthy attachment, but rather from a realization they have lost someone who was truly special to them. The absence of your presence in their life has left a void that nothing else seems to fill. They are miserable without you, and no distraction, no temporary comfort, can take away the persistent ache of missing you. Your partner wants more than anything to prove their love to you, not through words alone, but in person. They want to look you in the eyes, to show you with actions that their love is real, that their heart has always belonged to you, even when their behavior didn't reflect it. There's a desperate need within them to be vulnerable with you now, to set aside all pretense and ego, and to let you see the raw truth of how they feel. They know that empty apologies and distant messages won't suffice. Only presence, sincerity, and emotional transparency will begin to mend what's been broken. They are painfully aware that they let their ego lead the way in the past, and it's a source of deep shame for them. At the time, they may have justified their actions, perhaps they acted out of defensiveness, fear of vulnerability, or a desire to maintain control. But now, with time and distance, the weight of their mistakes is crushing. They are ashamed of how they treated you, how they may have disrespected you or made you feel unimportant. That shame lingers, not because they've been rejected, but because they see how they hurt the person they loved most, and that realization is devastating. Without you, your partner feels incomplete. It's as if something essential to their happiness and identity is missing. Life may go on around them, but there is a sense of hollowness in everything they do. The joy they once felt seems dulled, the meaning they once found in everyday things now diminished. You were not just a chapter in their life, you were a central part of their story, and without you, everything feels out of place. There is a strong, almost spiritual pull guiding them back to you. It feels as though the universe itself is urging them to return, to make amends, and to rebuild what was lost. They are being called, by their heart, their intuition, and perhaps even divine forces, to find their way back to you. Ignoring this call only adds to their suffering, as the disconnection becomes harder and harder to bear. What they miss most isn't just the conversations, the laughter, or the comfort of your presence, it's the deep, soul-level connection you shared. It was a rare, powerful bond, one that made them feel truly seen and understood in a way few ever experience. That kind of connection doesn't fade easily, and it certainly can't be replaced. They feel the absence of it in every part of their life, and no one else seems to come close to giving them the same sense of emotional safety and belonging. The lessons embedded in this experience are continuing to unfold for them, slowly but powerfully. The more they run from their feelings, the more intense the inner turmoil becomes. This isn't something they can outrun or avoid, because the truth is, they're not just running from you, they're running from themselves, from their own need to heal and grow. Until they stop and confront what's truly in their heart, the discomfort will follow them. Ultimately, your partner is at a crossroads. They are being challenged to rise above their ego, to face their fears, and to take meaningful steps toward reconnection and reconciliation. The pain they feel is a sign of how real and deep their love for you runs. Whether they act on that pain constructively is something only time will tell, but for now, know this: they are hurting, they are longing, and they are being called back to the place where they once felt whole, by your side.